since a lot of my collection is very small and sometimes there's not a whole lot to see when I'm feeding, then I thought I will just tell you a little bit about each one as I'm feeding. So we're going to start out with my Pimpavedius Pizzery. She is the red bloom bird eater. This is Damiana, and she is a confirmed female. She is about ready to go into pre-molt. She probably will be getting ready to molt soon. So I'm not sure if she'll even take a roach, but we will see what she does. I think she didn't eat last time, but we will see. And that looks like that might have terrified her. We're just gonna get the roach to move that way towards her. Hopefully not completely underneath the hide. And the roach went that way, and she went that way. And it looks like the roach is going to be terrifying for her today. But anyway, there's a nice picture of her. Okay, now we're gonna try to feed the Nandu chromatus. This one did eat last time, but he usually is a good eater, even though he's down in his burrow. We're gonna see. I don't know. We're gonna try to drop the roach on top and see if maybe he'll come out. You can see the roach down there. It landed on its belly. And he snagged it, and we didn't get to see. Let's see. You can see, oh, we can see him right down there at the bottom. And if we see, we can see he has the roach. All right, so next up is going to be my Tarantula Murinus, or OBT. Typically, this little girl will run and go into her burrow, but I think she's deciding to be a little bit more brave. So, drop the roach in. The roach is right there, not moving. But look, we're going to get a good view of her. So far, she hasn't ever given me any threat postures or anything, but she's also been a lot smaller. And at this point, she is also a lot bigger. So I don't know how things are going to go with her. We're not going to leave the lid off for very long, because I'm not messing with her. I don't want to get bit by her. So we're going to end it, and I'm going to put the lid back on. Okay, so I got the lid back on, and the roach is finally on the move. So I'm going to try to track it and see if maybe we can see a takedown from her. I don't know if she's going to be interested in eating. I don't think she ate last time. No, she did eat last time, so we'll just wait a second and see if the roach moves, if we can get a takedown. it another couple seconds. I think she's going to definitely eat him, but she might not want to do it on camera. I know she doesn't particularly care about the light. All right, I'm gonna cut it again and I'll just watch her, and if she does grab the roach, we'll come back. Okay, so next is going to be my tea pluma peas. It's the Trinidad Mahogany, and her name is Pan. She hasn't been sexed yet, but I'm hoping that I can sex her molt. She molted not too long ago, a few days ago. So I'm gonna see if we can get her molt out, and then we're gonna see if we can maybe sex it. I don't know, depends on how mangled it is, but we will see. Let's see if I can see where she's at. She is right there by the molt, so I don't know if I'll be able to get it without upsetting her or not. We'll see. But I think because she's right there, I'm gonna cut it here, pull the molt out if I can get it, and then when I come back to try to sex it, I'll pick back up. All right, so next up is going to be my Gramastola poker peas. If you look in that hole right there, you can just barely see it moving. I'm pretty sure it's not going to want to take live prey at this point. So what I'm going to do is I am going to put in a pre-killed cricket. Well, pretty much pre-killed cricket. I'm not even sure it's going to come out and want to eat, to be honest. And I just saw it bolt back, so I'm pretty sure it's not. But if it will most likely just come out of there when it gets ready to and scavenge. And if it doesn't scavenge, then tomorrow I'll just take the cricket out. All right, so next up are going to be my two I think it's Salopius Armenia. They are both really small. I'm going to try them with very small Pinhead Crickets and see if they want to take a live prey. This one is right there. You can see legs. I don't know, though, whether or not she'll take anything live, but we are going to see. cute. Just a little ball of like fuzziness. Oh, and she finally got it. And away she goes. All right, so we're gonna try the same tact with my second Pyromania. Don't know how it'll go, but we will see. She's the same size. I can just barely make her out down there. And I'm using a little teeny tiny Pinhead Cricket. We'll see. It fell again. All right, well, I'm just gonna leave this cricket. I'm gonna kill it and leave it because she may be getting ready to molt, but I haven't seen her, so I don't know. But since she's very small, they molt more often, so she might be in pre-molt down there, and I don't want to leave a live cricket. So I'm just gonna kill it, and then if she wants to eat it, she can come out, and if not, then I can remove it tomorrow. All right, so next up is going to be my tea vagons. It's Titlicottle vagons. It used to be Brachypelma vagans, but it was reclassified. This one is right there in the burrow. We're going to try the same sort of super small Pinhead Cricket and see if it'll eat live. If it won't, then I'll just have to kill it and leave it. But we're gonna try. I think these guys usually eat pretty good. I haven't had them very long, so they haven't eaten. I've only been doing some pre-kills, but I was able to get these super small crickets. Usually I think these guys will go ahead and take down prey that's about close to them, but I'm not sure. And I spooked this one, so not sure if he's going to take down the cricket. The cricket's not much smaller than the tarantula, so it might be a little bit big for him. I'm gonna go ahead and kill it because I know that sitting here watching a pile of dirt is not very interesting. All right, so next up are going to be my two Avicularia Metallica. I know both of these guys are too small to have any kind of live prey. They're not going to take it down. So I'm just going to put in a dead cricket. There's one right there. This one was out a second ago, but it went back underneath the cork bark. So I'm just going to throw in 2 pre-killed crickets, give them some water, and that will be the end of it for these 2. All right, so next up is going to be my Avicularia Metallica. She's not taking down prey yet, so we are going to take this cricket that I've crushed its head on and find a branch somewhere by her web to stick it on, so she can go find it. It's on her web, so she'll be able to go find it when she gets ready to. But there she is. All right, so next up is going to be my Balfouri communal. There's 5 Monocentropus Balfouri in here. I rarely see them, and they have yet to eat any kind of live prey. Typically I just throw a bunch of dead bugs in. I think last time I did add 2 live smaller dubia roaches, and I'm going to do that again this time. So I'm going to add in 10 dead insects. Most of them are super worms, and then I'm going to add in 2 live roaches, just so that way maybe that'll encourage them to hunt. I'd put live roaches in with them when they were smaller, and when I went to rehouse them into this, I found the roaches still live and much bigger. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. So I did crush the head of two of the roaches, and I crushed the heads of all of the super worms, and then 2 of the roaches are alive. I'm hoping maybe we'll get some action, but the spiders typically don't come out. I rarely see them, but we'll see. I do see a spider butt down inside the burrow, one of the burrows. I did move one of the live, it might not be a live one, it might be one that I crushed the head on. It's just still got some life in it, and I stuck it inside the burrow where I know there's one setting. I don't know if it'll come up and grab it. I do know these guys are all plenty big enough to eat these things. They don't. They're all about 2 inches, 2.5 inches at this point. And the roach fell all the way down, so now we can't see it anymore. You can barely see it down in there. So, all right, so next up is going to be Sage, my Chromatopelma cyanopubescens, or green bottle blue. He didn't eat last time. I'm thinking he's going to be starting in pre-molt. Normally he always eats, but as he's gotten bigger, when he gets close to molting, he stops eating. So I'm going to guess if he doesn't eat this time, I'm probably going to be getting a molt here in the next little bit. But we will see. We're going to try to give him a small one. And at the very least, he's been more sluggish, so I'm thinking he's definitely pre-molty. Yeah, his booty looks very pre-molty. but you can see how pretty. There's that green carapace and the blue legs and the orange booty. He is confirmed male. So. Oh, no, he's definitely not going to eat it. That's definitely a sign that he's not eating. So we're going to get that roach out of there and let him go. All right, so this next one is going to be my Acanthoscurria geniculata, or the giant white knee. Typically, this one is a good eater, but what usually happens is the food stays down there in the burrow and you don't get to see anything. But maybe... Oh, good takedown. And there she is. Look at those fangs. She usually gives a little bit of a happy dance, so since she's up, we might get to see a little bit. There's a happy dance. I don't really know how big she is, but I'm gonna guess if you do a diagonal, she's pretty close to 2 inches, if not bigger, spread out. So she's a good size. Hopefully on the next mow, I'll be able to get a confirmed sex on her. All right, next up is my Aphanopelma simani, and still just a box of dirt, so there won't be anything happening here. All right, so next up are going to be my 2 Lacidora parabonas. We're going to see about them taking some live crickets. I don't know. Again, just little teeny tiny guys. The cricket jumped out. Let's see if I can catch the cricket back up. Might have to do a little bit of squashing on the cricket. We'll see. I don't know if she'll come out and grab it. We'll leave her and see. We'll open up the next one. All right. The cricket's nearly as big as the spider, so my guess is the spider's probably not going to attack and kill it. Ooh, look at there. It got it. Awesome. And that one's still sitting there, but it's crushed, so the spider can eat it when it feels like it. But at least we got to see this one take down some prey. Can't wait to see these guys grow and get bigger. They get to be fairly good size. All right, so next up is my Aphonopelma chalcodes. This is a 2.5-inch juvenile, but I literally got her and she immediately closed herself in, and I have not seen her, but that's not uncommon for this species. They tend to fast for long periods. So I'm trying not to worry and be freaked out about her, but she has yet to eat since I've gotten her. So I don't know, we'll see. All right, so next up is going to be my P. municus. I think it's Pilominus municus. I don't know, can't remember. But it is a king baboon or queen baboon, I don't know yet. Fairly good size. When I got it, it was literally in a threat posture inside the vial and has been out this whole time. So we're going to be really careful taking the lid off and messing with this one. It is a baboon species. Once it grabs that worm, I won't be nearly as worried about it. He's being very delicate right now. I think that was a throw. He didn't bite it. I don't want to leave the worm in here alive. I didn't crush its head, so I don't want to leave it alive in case he doesn't take it because they burrow. So I'm going to pull the worm out. I'm going to take a second to crush its head. And that way, if he wants it, he can eat it. If he doesn't want it, and his pet's fairly big, so he might be getting close to pre-molt. I'll just leave it there, and then we're gonna put the lid back on him. So that'll be the end of this. But not a bad looking little one. All right, next up is going to be my Histocratus gigas. I love the Histocratus. His little booty's right there. We're gonna see if he'll take a live roach. This roach is pretty decent size, but I don't really have any smaller right now, and I couldn't get any other crickets. So if he doesn't, and he looks like he might be getting close to being in pre-molt. I don't know, his booty's looking a little chunky, but who knows? We will see if he becomes interested in this roach. Not that way, there's nothing down there. And he's gonna go into the burrow. He's going into the burrow after it. Let's see. see. I see his booty, but I can't tell if he got it or not, but I think he's probably going to. He's not freaking out, so anyway, that's probably all we're gonna get to see. I was wrong. He actually backed himself out. He has caught the roach. And he's doing a happy dance for us. Look at there. All right. I should have given him a bigger enclosure, but I didn't have one at the time when I got him. This one's fine. It just, I put a lot of substrate in it so he could burrow, and so now he's right on top. I would have to like see if I can get him to move in so I can put the lid on. There we go. There we go. Now he's in there. All right. I think I've only got one more to go. All right, so this last one is my Teocotl apopulosum, or Honduran curly hair. I have yet to see it since I got it. It burrowed in. It has two entrances to its burrow, one there, which it's sealed off, and there is another one right there. I don't know if we can see down into it. Maybe a little bit. You can see into it. But I haven't seen him. But when I've fed him, I've been feeding it pre-killed, and the pre-killeds have been moved or gone. So I am assuming he's coming out to eat them. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna lay this worm right there. Its head's been crushed, and that's what we're gonna do with this guy. All right, so this is the T. plumipes molt. Should be looking right about here, I think. I'm not 100% certain. This molt is super tiny, so I don't know if that stuff right there is, if these are the spermathecia or not. It's hard to tell. I was thinking that she was bigger than this before this molt, so this might be an older molt that she threw out, so this might not be the most recent molt. So it's possible that this one's slightly older, but I'm maybe a female. My string test that I always do, that said female, and based that on these little things right there, I'm thinking maybe female, but we're gonna have to wait till another molt to confirm that. Also, and regardless, she was almost big enough for me to transition her into this enclosure. So I'm thinking she's probably going to be big enough now for me to transfer into this. So once she gets hardened up some and I get a good look at her, we'll see if I think she's ready to move into this enclosure. So I'm pulling out any crickets or whatever that did get eaten, and the one P. Armenia that didn't come out to eat her cricket, she threw out a molt, and I saw her move in there, so we got a little super teeny tiny molt. I'll try to get it out real quick. So there it is, super teeny tiny P. Armenia.